What a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. So today, this is going to be Matt's WWE Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So here we go. We kick off Monday Night Raw with Jericho and Kevin Owens. Chris Jericho in them. They kick off Raw and they start talking on the microphone and stuff like that. They talk on the microphone about why Chris Jericho helped out Kevin Owens to make him still retain his WWE Universal Championship at the Roadblock. And then, of course, the beginning part was funny too, guys, that we loved. And of course, then after that, Kevin Owens starts talking and stuff, and it's still the Kevin Owens show, and he's raising up the belt real high, and then out comes the Raw general manager, Mick Foley. Have a nice day. And here he comes out, and then he starts talking on the microphone to Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens about to bring down that shark cage like we saw at NXT TakeOver in Canada. He shows him that Chris Jericho will be rise above over the ring at WWE Royal Rumble 2017 against Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship. The U.S. Champion Roman Reigns. And then Chris Jericho was talking about the shark cage. I don't want to be in the shark cage and all that stuff to make Foley and stuff like that. He was saying, I don't want to be in there. It's all moldy and stuff like that. He was saying. And then after that, Mick Foley said, happy to just go in there and all the fanny pack and stuff. He kept showing them the Bootios t-shirt and stuff like that he had with him. And as he took off his coat and stuff in front of him, then next he just said, and then Chris Jericho went into the shark cage, and he closed the shark cage, and then when he said, when it gets raised up, and stuff like that, and then, now here we go with this part, the shark cage get raised up, then Jericho says, get me down, I'm afraid of heights, get me down, and stuff like that. Then Mick Foley says, we have to go to the back, and stuff like that to find a key. Have a nice day to Chris Jericho, have a nice day to him. With a big smile, and that was pretty funny of the show at the beginning, so I really enjoyed that part. Now we have match number 1 of the night, and it was Rusev versus one half of the Certified G, Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that in a Roadblock rematch. Well, Big Cass did not win because he kept beating up Rusev a lot, and the referee was like counting 1, 2, 3, and stuff like that. And he was getting all angry and stuff at him, so he was kind of like angry at him and stuff. So that's what happened. So he got a Viva disqualification. Rusev won the match, so that's what happened. And now we have segment in the ring, and it is Sasha Banks, who came out with her leg and stuff and with crutches. I really felt bad for her and stuff like that. She was talking about that Charlotte is the true women's champion of the end of their feud. She was saying like was a sad thing that she deserves and stuff like that, and all the other stuff she was sad about. Then out comes, she wanted to congratulate Charlotte Flair, and then out comes, of course, the big lady Nia Jax comes out. Then she starts talking on the microphone to Nia Jax and stuff about Charlotte Flair ain't coming out to her like that. And then, of course, she kicks the crutches, and then she just beats her up, and then she just throws her over to the ring ropes and hurts her leg again. And then Nia Jax is asleep, and then she was just in pain. Now we have match number 2 of the night. It is Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar, the Cruiserweight division. And of course, Alicia Fox was on ringside with Cedric Alexander. That match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, guys. And then Cedric Alexander won, guys, so that was pretty good to see. And then right after the match, Noam Dar goes on the microphone and stuff like that. And then he was right by the entrance stage, and then he says, "All I want for Christmas is Alicia Fox," to Cedric Alexander and Alicia Fox. So that was about it, what he said after his match. Now we had match number 3 of the night, but before that happened, we had a segment in the ring, of course. And it was the New Day, who lost their tag team belt to the new champions, Cesaro and Sheamus. And of course, they have the red gold belt now. They have red straps belt now, which is pretty cool looking now. It's like the SmackDown Championship belt now. And then they start talking on the microphone about their loss and stuff. And of course, out comes Cesaro and Sheamus. Then they start talking on the microphone and stuff like that. And then the New Day said, "How come you get to have those new red belts and we had to deal with the black ones and stuff?" And then, "Don't worry, we'll become a 3-time tag team champions," they say. And then after that, we had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson coming out, and then they start talking on the microphone, and the New Day and Cesaro and Sheamus, of course. And then out comes Epico and Primo, and then they just hand some flyers out to Cesaro, and then Cesaro just rips it up. Of course, when they were talking on the microphone and go to Puerto Rico or something like that to them, and Cesaro just rips it in there, so then they make it be a tag team match. And that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed that match. And of course, the winners was Cesaro and Sheamus, the new Raw Tag Team Champions. You got it right. And the New Day. And they beat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And they also beat the Shining Star, Primo and Epico. So I really enjoyed that match, guys. It was really good. And now we have the Cruiserweights again. And it is another segment in the ring. There were like 1 at the beginning, 2, and then we had, and then now this is the 3rd one. I mean, there was 3, so now there's going to be another one. They also had Neville, who turned heel, of course. He said he doesn't care about the fans no more and stuff like that. And he just wants a cruiserweight belt and all that other stuff to all the fans out there, to the WWE Universe. He doesn't care and stuff like that. Then out comes Rich Swann, the cruiserweight champion, and he said, "I trained you," and stuff like that with Neville and stuff like that. And then, of course, then Rich Swann says this to him: "At least you don't have this cruiserweight about that," and stuff like that to Neville and stuff. And then, of course, out comes Amel at the Plan. You got right, the Brian Kendrick. He starts coming out on the microphone and stuff like that. And then he starts saying, "You don't have no respect for Neville and stuff." And then, of course, Neville beats up Rick Swann. And then after that, Rick Swann, he just fights, and then he starts getting beat up by the Brian Kendrick and Neville, of course. And then, of course, TJ Perkins comes out. The former Cruiserweight champion, TJ Perkins, came out to help his buddy Rick Swann out. And then he just comes out and helps him. And then, of course, the Brian Kendrick, he just does the jump rope move onto TJ Perkins and stuff like that. And Neville just leaves the ring, and that was it for that. Now we have match number 4 of the night. And it is Sin Cara versus Titus O'Neil. Well, that match was pretty good until Braun comes out, of course, because he said to make Foley or else to him something's going to happen. So then he attacks Titus O'Neil during the match, and then it was no contest, so he just beats up Titus O'Neil outside the ring, and then next he deals with Sin Cara and grabs Sin Cara from the stage, and then Mick Foley just watches what he did to Sin Cara. He threw him over the stage, and then he told him to stop, but then right after that, he threw the big Christmas tree on the Sin Cara on top of the stage, over the stage, and that was pretty shocking what Braun Strowman did to Sin Cara. I was like this. Yeah, I was pretty shocked. And now we have match number 5 of the night. Before it started, it was the new Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. And she talks on the microphone about her winning stuff. And then out comes about roadblock and stuff. And then out comes, hey, we want some Bayley. Hey, we want some Bayley. Of course, it is Bayley. She's just talking about Charlotte Flair about she got 2 wins over her and stuff like that. And then Charlotte Flair starts talking back, and then she said, then how about we have a match to see if it's going to be a 3-0, of course. So then the referee comes out, and then they have a match. And then that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it and stuff like that. It was awesome and stuff like that. And then Bayley won, of course, with the roll-up and stuff like that. And that's how she beat Charlotte Flair, the new Raw Women's Champion. And then now she's 3-0 against her. And now we have a segment backstage, and it is Enzo Amore attended the sensitivity training with the lady, of course, was sensitive lady training thing. It was Bo Dallas, Bob Backlund, Darren Young. It was Jinder Mahal, of course, and Enzo Amore. Just only them. They received their awards and stuff, and then, of course, right after that, Enzo said, I don't need the award to the lady. I am a certified G to her. And then, of course, Rusev shows up, and then Enzo is trying to leave, and then the lady starts saying this isn't the right place to be, and then, of course, and then after that, Enzo said, this isn't the right place to be, and then Enzo Amore just starts getting beat up by Jinder Mahal and Rusev, and then they start beating him up a lot, and then Lana slaps Enzo Amore in the face, of course, which that was pretty shocking to me, and then she said, crush Enzo Amore into the table, into the black table thing. And then he was like dazed out like this, Enzo Amore. And now we have the main event of the night, and it is a tag team match that Mick Foley made. Seth Rollins and the U.S. Champion Roman Reigns versus Jericho. That match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, but until after that, Roman Reigns gave a Superman punch to Chris Jericho. Then out comes Braun again, of course, and then he starts saying this. I wanted Sami Zayn to Roman, of course, and stuff like that. He said, or else to Mick Foley and stuff like that. He starts beating up Roman Reigns, and then next he goes in the ring next and does his finish on Roman, and then he beats up Seth Rollins, of course, and the next, after that, he starts going right after Roman Reigns, and then he just stands tall in the ring, and then Jericho just looks like happiness and stuff with the Universal belt and stuff like that. So that was it for the show, and what an ending that was on Monday Night Raw. So guys, This was Matt's Dirty Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So guys, once again, I hope you all enjoyed it. So guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for Matt's Dirty SmackDown Live review tomorrow. Peace out, guys. See ya.